I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alrighty.
Cords everywhere.
Do we have any additions or deletions to the agenda? Alrighty. We have a lot of minutes to approve. I'm just gonna do them in date order. Or do we wanna just do all the special meetings at once? We have 3 budget meetings to approve.
So 2 are budget, 1 was the charter.
Okay, 2 budget.
Yep.
So the charter was what, the 11th one?
So it'd be 12/11, 12/19, and
12,
the
16.
special meeting on
Is everyone
12/16.
there for all those?
Let's see. Let's just do them one at a time. Be simple. So, do I have a?
So I think you could do the 12/16 together, the regular and special, approve those.
For the budget?
I'll make a motion
No,
to
for the-
approve the 16th regular and special
Yeah, charter.
Okay.
charter meeting.
All right.
I'll second that.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any discussion? And then we have the 11th and the 19th. So we'll do. Do I have a motion to approve the December 11th
I'll make a
budget
motion.
meeting?
I'll make
Minutes?
a motion to approve the 11th and 19th special meeting, budget meetings.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I'm sorry.
That's a
Discussion?
I
mouthful.
looked away.
Alrighty.
That's a mouthful.
Town administrator.
Okay, first I am going to address, we had 2 open meeting law complaint forms submitted. The first one was from, the date and time that it occurred was November 19th, or the alleged violation, I should say. The public body, Richford Selectboard, a violation of open meeting law, and the specific cure requested is to admit the violation to the public. So the alleged violation is there was no posting or warning of the November 19th, 2024 budget meeting. That was warned at the post office and the town hall. As far as the website, that was an oversight on my end, which I will apologize for that. I never double checked the website to make sure that it had actually posted, as I've been having issues with the town website with things not sticking. So I will apologize for that on my end, but that meeting was warned at the post office and the town hall.
How many places do you have to warn? I thought it
2.
was,
So I've been doing some research on open meeting law,
okay.
and it is 2 public places designated by the select board, which I think a long time ago it was always the post office and then the town hall. And then the website, if it's maintained, it's supposed to be posted there as well.
Okay.
So I apologize.
And
for
right now we're
that.
having maintenance issues with the website.
Yes. And I have been looking into other websites, but some of the websites that I've looked into, they want an outrageous amount of money.
Well, and I think
For
if
it.
I remember correctly, that was a self-built website. A few
Sharon
years-
Fug-
Fergard
Fergard.
made it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm wondering if I'm not a tech wizard, but I'm wondering if some of the underlying architecture becomes obsolete as things go forward, and
Possibly.
and I'm wondering if there's some stuff that would need to be updated, code wise or tech wise, that's underneath it.
Okay, and then the second one was from December 19th. And the alleged violation was that the select board meeting was warned, but there was no ID and passcode given for the Teams meeting for people to join virtually. I've been doing research last week and today on the open meeting law. I contacted VLCT and heard back from their senior staff attorney. I then forwarded their response to our town attorney to make sure that I was understanding the state statute correctly. And the response from the town attorney was that I am understanding the open meeting law correctly. So Act 133 amended State Statute 1 VSA Section 312J to allow a resident member of the public body or a member of the press to request electronic access to a regular meeting. The request must be in writing not less than 2 business days before the meeting, and the requirement only applies to a regular meeting, but not to a series of regular meetings, special meetings, emergency meetings, or field visits, which means that anyone requesting a virtual option would need to request each meeting individually. They cannot say, I request to have a virtual meeting for every meeting that occurs. You would have to request that 2 business days
Prior to every meeting.
prior to the meeting.
It'll be Wednesday.
Yep. And because the December 19th meeting was a special meeting, there would have been no requirement for electronic access.
And going forward.
And going forward, so it was posted on the website because I was under the impression that we needed to have that posted as a virtual option. We needed to post a Teams meeting. I misunderstood that, so that's why I did the research. And that's when I found out that it is not required of us to put that on the website. So going forward, it will be taken off, and anyone requesting to have virtual attendance will need to request that 2 business days
Prior to the
prior to the
And
meeting.
that's only for the regular.
Regular meetings.
You have to attend in person.
You'd have to attend in person because all select board meetings are open to the public. So we cannot deny anybody to come in person.
Okay, but the special meetings would not have a virtual option.
Yes,
That
you'd have
you
to
would-
attend in person.
Okay.
And that's coming from our town attorney and also Garrett Baxter at VLCT, who is their senior staff attorney.
Okay, thank you for looking into that.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure because state statute can be
Is there
confusing
any,
at times.
Any other
So-
discussion on that topic? All right, do you have anything else for us? Oh. Yes, Robert?
Yeah, what date was that posted? Because when I checked, the minutes of the November 19th meeting was not posted when you told me to check them.
On the website?
Yes,
Oh, I couldn't tell you. That was a month ago.
because when I sent the email, or when I asked, Wally told me to check the November, at the meeting, Wally told me to check November 19th minutes, and they were not posted on the website. And this was what, December 11th or something, when I asked about it? There is a timestamp on everything that's posted.
I mean, I like I said, it's not my, I mean, and going forward, it has been to double check when things are, or to make sure things are posted on the website, but it was kind of, like I said, I took responsibility for not double checking the website to make sure that they were posted, and then when I was made aware of it, I got them on there, but I did also make you aware that I was having issues with the website with things sticking, and you emailed me today about the agenda for today's meeting, and I went on and looked, and the agenda was posted, but the dates never updated, but everything else was there. So I've been having continuous issues with this website, so I apologize for that.
It's something you have to keep double checking or whatever to make sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any other discussion on that topic? All right,
I feel it was a, an open meeting law violation, either way you look at it.
Okay. Marcia, do you have anything else?
I don't believe so. I think that was it for me.
Highway, plowing, storm plowing. One of the town trucks did clip a telephone pole on Noyes Street. Was reported to, there was a little delay in the reporting because the town hall was closed, but it was reported. And Vermont Electric said they'll do their, well, they have to charge. They're gonna work with us to, try to keep the costs minimal. And we do have another camper issue, blocking traffic. Is that Willow Street? It's not Willow Street.
Yes, it is.
It is Willow Street
No,
Corners.
Is it or is it?
No, it's
Willow Street Extension.
Is it called an
they're
extension?
calling it Willow Street
That's what they're
Extension, but
calling
I think it's just an easement, technically, it's an easement.
And we-
Yeah, and the town does
For
plow
the town's
that.
purpose to
Yeah.
go to the sewer,
To the
Okay.
pump station,
to the pump station, yes.
or whatever that is over there. Yeah. So it is blocking. It's blocking the tenants. So I think we should go to executive and discuss some contractual obligations for our tow truck situation for the parking. But so still not remedied.
It is being worked on though.
Yeah, I had Marissa, we talked about, the problem is the liability. And I was like, so Marissa wrote up a brief thing, absolving us of liability, and we would just tow it off to the side, not very far, just enough so there's
Just to get it unstuck. It's stuck in the mud or snow.
And it's got flat tires,
and
just
it's got
enough to
flat
get,
tires.
there's enough room so you could pull it off to the side of this there and just leave it. But I'm hesitant to hook onto anything because I don't know it's a liability factor for the town. So we were gonna explore that, but then we couldn't find the owner of the vehicle today. So.
And I don't think that it would be in the best interest of the town to create another issue with having to go through an abandoned motor vehicle certificate. I mean, that took over 2 months to go through,
Well, I don't think in this case the person's actually abandoning it, but
no.
I just think we do have in our parking ordinance that you can't block traffic, but we also don't currently have a tow truck thing, so it's hard to actually take positive action on it and make it, move it.
Is it a tenant house or is it an owned house?
I think it's somebody living in it, parked behind the tenant house, parked behind those apartment buildings.
Yeah,
Okay,
and it's
whose land is it?
It's blocking
It's on the road right now.
the landlord's tenants from being able to park down there and off the street.
So, it's a work in progress, but I think, again, in executive, we need to discuss some options of
Contracts.
finding and contracting with somebody.
Okay.
I think that's all I have. I have a personnel and another contract thing to bring up in executive.
I have a question, since you brought up the parking, on the streets and stuff, is that, it seems like people are starting to pretty much follow and not, there's been from a couple of people though, the comment about, on the sign, I'm glad you're posting it there, but they're questioning why you have December there, because wasn't it as of November 19th that this was put in place for
So,
year round?
so
There isn't a winter, there isn't.
there is still a winter parking ban.
Yeah.
Within the winter road maintenance policy. So the parking ordinance, we took out anything to do with that in the parking ordinance so we could have it in the policy, so that could be changed easily. So like you can only, there's no, I guess it kind of saves us in the fact that people, you know, if you're parked, it's kind of, you're doubling up really. You know, if people are parked out here on the street from, what is it, 1 a.m. to 6, is it 2? 1 or 2?
Yeah.
To 6 a.m., you know, because there's no overnight parking. I mean, somebody could say, okay, it's 3 o'clock, night's over with, let me park on the street up here. Or whatever it may be. So the parking ban is from December to April, and you're not allowed to park on, you know, these streets where they're plowing in front of the tenant houses.
I see what you're saying.
Because I thought the parking ban was that there was no overnight parking on these streets.
Right.
But
Yeah.
and then,
I think.
so if you have no parking on the street, it doesn't matter what time of year. If they're gonna be off because.
So we can revisit that.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
And change the date on there. So.
Yeah.
Just. I mean, I just think. Maybe it's not the right way to look at it, but I think we're going to be a little stricter in the winter than we are possibly in the summer, like of getting it enforced immediately, because it, you know, like tonight. I mean, I don't know if Jason wants to. And it's not storming, but they want to get out at 4 o'clock in the morning and scrape along the street.
Yeah, do some cleanup.
We absolutely need that street clean.
Right.
Whereas if it's in the middle of June and somebody's parked there overnight, you know, the first night we're probably not going to say anything. We'll give them some warnings. It might be a little longer process.
Okay.
I just think
That takes care of the issues that we've had in the past where we've had vehicles parked there for more than 30 days.
Yeah.
Right.
I just think
No wheels on them, and then,
yeah, we're gonna work with people a little more. Be some warnings, I think, or at least that was what I envisioned in the summertime. But in the wintertime, it's got to be immediate. You know, we have to move that vehicle so we can do what needs to be done cleanup wise.
Great, thanks for the explanation.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It gets a little confusing.
Building report.
Not a lot going on. D&D is supposed to be starting. I talked to them earlier today. On updating the electrical here, the end of next week, the beginning of the following week. He had some other stuff that had come up that he had to take care of before, so that's why I got pushed out. He is going to be going down to the fire department, replacing those outlets, and he's already taken care of the banister above the post office front desk. It was bad, and I had called him in on that a couple weeks ago. So
Banister?
Ballast, sorry, not banister. That sounds fair, right? My mind. We're collecting quotes on different things, but I do have 3 quotes right now I'd like to share about the upstairs part of the post office, so we can get that on its way and taken care of this winter for the historical grant.
Preservation grant.
Yeah.
So we finally got the new scope of work done. We got it back to the contractors that we wanted to get quotes from to make sure that they fully understood the scope of work that needs to be done and that the numbers that they gave us reflect that scope of work. And we got
Did you want to take a
approval.
look at these? They already took a look at them.
We got approval from the historical preservation grant. Her name is Caitlin. I sent all this information to her, and she said that we were all set to, or the board was all set to go ahead and approve a quote. And then I'll get that information back to her. We'll get the insurance, and then she will send us a grant agreement to sign, and then we can get this work moving forward and get that work completed upstairs where they did the asbestos abatement.
So how long is D&D's project gonna last here for the? Just
It's
actually,
gonna be a while.
it's gonna be a long time.
Yeah.
So, on top of those, you're talking about ballast, it clicked my mind. We tried to replace some of the lights that are out
Yep.
in the station. Of course, they're all the older style fluorescent.
Oh, I can bring that up to him when he's here.
We've got 9, I think I counted 9, it appears to be ballast that are not working. And
It's all in the fire department side.
that's all in the fire department. So.
Are we changing to LED as we go?
Well,
Yes.
yeah, we should be.
I think the ambulance side's already been changed
I
over.
think the
to
ambulance
all-
sides, the fire hasn't been touched,
The
so.
fire hasn't been touched, but the ambulance side has been. As lights went out, we replaced them with the LEDs.
So,
Okay.
do you wanna list, state who the quotes are from and how much, and we'll
Yeah.
go from there?
We have Alan Boylan for 33,500. We have Larry Bissett for 39,620. And we have Duso Painting for 51,210.
And do you have is there any reason we wouldn't go with the lowest bid in this case?
Nope, I know them all well, so, they all do good work. So as for being part of the town, yeah.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we proceed with Alan Boylan's quote for, you can tell Marissa what it is again, 33,000.
33,500.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any discussion? All right.
I'm gonna give these back to
Motion
you so you can
passes.
file them.
Yep. Yep, I gotta keep them in the folder.
One question, for work being done here on this building, was it in the plan still to work on the sound system? And if so, what's the,
Sound system,
Yes,
Marissa,
so-
there, take care of.
Well, so that's separate. We did get a name of somebody. I can't think of his name off the top of my
That's
head, but we're gonna contact him and get that fixed. I was just telling these guys before the meeting. I did kind of play around up there a little bit, and there is some wireless microphones, and there's 2 speakers in front of the big stage. And I figured out how to hook the microphone up to those speakers. So for town meeting, we will have that
Good.
speaker system working. So
Good.
we'll have a microphone where people will be able to hear in the back or.
yeah, because we do have the elderly and.
Yes.
so,
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else?
No, not at this time.
Water and sewer?
I don't have.
I didn't
The only thing we had a complaint on a broken meter, that was the homeowners, their
Yep, that
issue,
was
their
resolved.
problem. Yeah.
No freeze ups yet?
Just, no,
Okay.
not yet.
Parks and playgrounds, we don't have Kristen here. Do you have anything that you know of, Marissa?
I don't know if in the last meeting we talked about, we have the software up and running, for the cameras. A while back I did say that all the cameras are working. The one in Main Street Park is not working. I was unaware of that. I thought that it was working. What needs to happen is we need to get some quotes to redo the conduit in that park because it's
No electrical?
for the electrical because when they went to go install the cameras and hook it up to the power, when they pulled the conduit up, there was a bunch of ice in there, so it's not waterproof, and that's why they were having all the issues with the lights, the Christmas lights and the outlets, and it's because there was water getting in.
And that's been an
that.
ongoing issue for
It
years.
has been, yeah.
So I think, and I thought we had talked a couple years ago about getting that all fixed.
Yeah. And I think, and we did. So Kylie did have a quote from a couple years ago from D&D, but
So we're gonna hit.
we're gonna try to get while they're here. I'm gonna hit them up for another quote, and I'm gonna try to get quotes from a few other different electrical companies as well to do that work and get that updated so we can get those cameras working. But Davis Park, the town hall, and the ones around the fire station and at the bridge are all in working order, and the system is a lot easier to use than the last.
Okay. All right, good to know. Other business? Is there any other business?
No.
Okay. Then I guess we move to executive. We have one for personnel, and I have a contract one to discuss.
Yeah, make a motion to go into executive.
Yep, make a motion. You made it?
Yeah.
Any
I'll
second?
second it.
Alright, all those in favor?